All right, so look, I need to be able to address this Kayvon Thibodeaux stuff that's going on, right? A couple days ago, he was on a television show talking about the University of Alabama, the degrees that we have there, how he's beat Evan Neal and others and all that kind of stuff. It just kind of really irked me the wrong way. It ended up tweeting out about his statement about the University of Alabama and the way that our degrees are set up, or what he really thought about Nick Saban and all this other kind of stuff. Right? It's a bunch of garbage. It's really just a bunch of garbage because he offended a lot of people. I don't understand why, as players, when you have an opportunity like this, why you don't just speak on your university, what it has done for you. We all make decisions on where we want to attend school. Doesn't matter if you're an athlete or not, right? If you got your degree, you had a great experience or whatnot, talk about that. Sure, maybe some of you guys are saying, well, you talk about Auburn and you do this kind of stuff. We have rivalries with certain schools. We're going to talk about Auburn just because, it's a rivalry school. We're in the same state. We're not saying that their degrees aren't any good or whatever it is. We're not talking about that in a personal way like he is trying to do that. His focus should have been on Oregon, what they've done for him, all the great things that football program and that school has done for him. Maybe the boosters, field night, as he said, with the Nike and all that kind of stuff. There's a way for you to go ahead and promote your school and really say good things about that, because we don't have a rivalry with them. They don't play like we play. They don't do that. So for him to try to compare our schools on the level of football, one, and then just try to say that their degrees are better than ours or something is totally out of line. So I'm just hoping that he can regroup, think about what he said. I know those things have already been pulled down because of the negative energy that is bringing out there. But we really should be careful about what we're saying about things and people like that, because he's been challenged by others. Let's take IQ tests, and maybe those need to happen so that things like this don't happen again. He's going to be a great football player. He's probably going to be in the top 10 pick in the draft because he's a very, very good football player. And you can tell he has some sense and he has some smarts and things of that nature. But the way you're trying to market yourself for what it is, that's not necessarily the best way to go into it as you're getting ready to get ready for the draft. So my advice, mind your business, stay and do what you need to do with your university. Don't tread on what we're trying to do at Alabama, because just as he said that, hey, you can go work for Phil Knight, you're kind of guaranteed a job 95% of the time, 90% of the time, or whatever. The problem will be is that when you go take that job, Kayvon, when you go take that job, your supervisor might be a graduate from the University of Alabama. Then how are you going to explain that when they're on your ass and you're working from them? So always be careful about that, because that's out there. That Bama Nation knows, and you may have to do something. I hope that you don't. I hope you make a lot of money in the National Football League, open up your own businesses, invest, and all that kind of stuff. But man, be careful, because you might need someone like me or some other person from Alabama, from the University of Alabama, to be able to help you or spring you along in some other kind of venture. So, people, be careful what you say. Know who you're talking to. Know your audience. Don't tread on Alabama.